You're probably familiar with the famous Torah story about Adam and Eve and the snake, which is a very deep story which I won't get into right now, but just one point. Well, it says in the Torah that if Adam and Eve would eat from the tree of knowledge of good and bad, then they would die. But we see that they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and bad, and they didn't die. When you look at the text carefully, it doesn't say that they would die. It says, death, you will die. In other words, not that you would die immediately, but you become mortal. In other words, death is now part of your life. And suddenly you realize that there's going to be an end. And death, you will die isn't an issue of someday I will die, but it's the issue of every day I will fear the possibility that I may die. You know, when we open up the news and tragic, horrible things happen, freaks us all out. Immediately we all realize that that could be me. And the end could be any moment. Well, you have to understand, the way to free yourself from this daily anxiety is to realize that you're never going to die. What do you mean I'm never going to die? No, the Kabbalah teaches that you will never die. You're a soul. Souls will never die. Souls were never born. Souls are a part of, an expression of, the one universal, eternal soul. It's like an actor. You know, imagine an actor gets a part in a movie, and as he's going through the script, he sees in scene 5 that he's going to die. He goes to the producer, director, says, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do this. What do you mean? Well, I don't want to die. What do you mean you're not going to die? Well, hey, I've got a future. I want to do other films. You're not going to die. You're just an actor. You're going to play dead, and then you're going to get up and do another film. Oh yeah, I know. Don't kid me, man. I know what's going on here. The Kabbalah teaches that the true inner self is a soul, and the soul is immortal. But the soul comes into this world to play a character just like an actor playing a character. But you're never going to die. What happens when a person dies? When a person dies, what happens is their body dies. The character they play dies, but the true inner self goes on to another world, to another consciousness. So the fear of death is really connected to the fear of maybe there isn't a life after this life. But if I realize that the truth is that there is life, then the fear is much less. We won't completely kick the fear. Why? Because we still think this is me. I really think this is me. But this is only the vehicle through which I am working right now. But the true me is much greater than all this. Much greater than all this. So therefore, the secret is to realize that you are immortal. And these people die, they don't die. They go to another realm. They go to another state of consciousness. But in truth, the essence, the true you, is eternal.